Good morning, good morning. I was looking at that brick wall behind me, and I realized that we all hit brick walls in our life. It's not because we want to hit the brick walls, sometimes it's unexpected. Sometimes we're aware that we're going to hit the brick wall, but we have no control of it. So it just happens. And I want to speak into your life again this morning about life in general, the things and the challenges that we face in life. So I was speaking to this young lady after church last night, and I said, you know what? You're an awesome young lady. I say, but the problem is that you're afraid of what people will say about you. You are afraid of being denied, rejected. You are afraid of being talked about. I say, but God have placed a gift inside of you that you can see things before it happens. And God tells you to tell someone a certain thing. And I say you push back, you hold back, and you struggle and you battle with God. The words that you say, I'm not good enough. They won't believe me. They'll think I'm crazy or insane. And I say the list goes on and on. In your mind, that's why I say it's a battlefield in your mind. But you have to learn to release the battlefield in your mind that you go back and forth battling with the enemy. And give the battle to the Lord, because the battle is not ours anyway, it's the Lord's. And I said, you have to do what God has commanded you to do. Because those gifts inside of you, you're going to keep struggling, you're going to keep battling with the enemy, you're going to keep tossing and turning at night, you can't sleep, you're hopeless, you're restless, you're going to keep having anxiety attacks, you're going to keep having panic attacks until you release yourself and say, Lord, I'm willing and I'm able. So please, Lord, heal me from these attacks that I'm having, and Lord, use me as your mouthpiece. And I spoke to her, and I said, as soon as you do that, you will see the glory of the Lord fall down on you like never before. I say, he just giving you a glance, a taste of his goodness. But when you release it and let it go, and let him use you fully, and let him take over fully in control of your life, you will see the powers, the miracles that God will perform within you. I say, because most of all, people these days, they want to see somebody they can see, somebody they can touch and feel, somebody that can respond back to them. And they'll say, oh, I believe, because I know her. I have seen her in action. I have seen God use her in actions. I say most people, that's how they get delivered and saved and healed and set free by the power of the Holy Ghost, because they see people like you and I, and God is using in this season to reach out to those who are hurt, who are sick, who are lost, who are afflicted, who are afflicted in their body with sickness and disease, with mental illness. I say God is using people like you and I to reach a nation. If you continue to keep your eyes on God, then you're on the right path. But if you get your eyes off of God and look at and listen to what is going on in the world, then you would be defeated. Because one thing, you have gotten your eyes off of God and the mission that God has you on, or the journey that God has you on. So this is for someone out there. We have to stay focused and stay on the mission that God has us on. Stay on the journey that God has us on. As I stated on yesterday, it took me a long time to be in recovery because there was perpetrators that I was trying to perpetrate in my life to feel accepted, to feel like I will fit in. But when you're called and chosen by God, you're not going to fit in. You have to be aware of the things that God is doing within you in this season, in this hour, because we have to get our eyes and our heart. Our eyes is really, so I have to realize that we are all humans. No one's perfect. We all gonna make mistakes. But through the midst of whatever we're going through, just to give it to God and know that He's able to bring us out. He's able to heal us. He's able to deliver us. And I hear somebody in the spirit right now that's saying they really want to change. They don't want to be like they want to be. They don't even like themselves. They don't want to be the person that they are now. And you watching this. You're looking at me right now. And you're saying that I have tried this, but I keep failing. It's not working for me. And the reason why it's not working for you, because you haven't surrendered and gave it to God. And the struggle is real. The struggle is going to continue to be real until you release it and give it to God totally. Yes, you're going to fall. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, it's not going to come easy. But when you surrender to God, He will lead you and guide you on what to do, what to say. And some of you guys are on here about a business proposition. Pray about it, because every business proposition is not good. And some of us jump into things like hot water. Then once we get out there, we begin to sink and question ourselves, why did we do this? We didn't think it over. So don't jump into an opportunity or a business position that you think is great, because people, I'm sorry about the noise, people will soup things up to make it look good to benefit them. Y'all didn't hear me. People will soup things up to make it look good for them. At the end, they want to get the glory and credit. So be wise as a serpent and humble as a dove. That is my message on this morning. Please share. Thank y'all for watching.